John F. Beasley Jr. of JF Beasley LLC has nearly 30 years of litigation and trial experience, most of that devoted to handling employment cases on behalf of employees and small employers. John has also done considerable work on behalf of employees who've lost their jobs as a result of mass layoffs and plant closings in violation of federal law.
Well, I will say when I first met him, I was a little bit worried because he had come from Kilpatrick Cody, which is now Kilpatrick Stockton, a big management firm. And I wasn't sure how he was going to handle being in a small firm representing plaintiffs. But I quickly realized that didn't matter. John is conscientious and he's going to do a good job, whether his client is a CEO of a corporation or a janitor at the poultry plant.
John has worked in big firms. He's been here in Atlanta. He worked for years with Janet in Athens, so he's been in big towns, medium-sized towns. I think that John has decided and has found his niche in a small town in an area where there's an incredible need for employment lawyers.
And he's handled all kinds of employment discrimination cases. He's represented individuals in race discrimination cases. He's the expert on representing military personnel and obtaining leave for them and keeping their job while they're going off to serve their country. There's nobody that's too small or earns too little for John to be willing to represent them.
People who were fired, kicked out of their workplace with nothing, and who had nothing were compensated. We obtained injunctive relief in one circumstance. We basically, with John and I, were able to put the wood to corporate America and make them behave the way they're supposed to behave.
It's a frustrating, tough line of work. And sometimes the opposing counsel or parties, their goal is just to make it as hard as possible for you, to put up as many roadblocks as they can. And that becomes frustrating, and that manifests itself sometimes in very acrimonious relationships between the counsel. And he rises above it. And his clients are the better for it.
John has an encyclopedic knowledge of the law. When you talk to him about various employment issues, it's like talking to a search engine. And I in particular have found that helpful whenever I've called him, and he has generously given me his time to explain concepts that I needed assistance with, and I truly do appreciate that.
I know so many lawyers who, if they have any questions about any particular wrinkle or complicated issue in their cases, will call John or email John. And he is so generous with his time.
He was involved in a nonprofit that I started called Water Life Hope, bringing clean water to people in the Caribbean who didn't have potable water. And John actually went down with me at his peril to Haiti and traveled around the country meeting the people that we were serving.
I always loved working with John, and he's just a good person. He's kind, he's thoughtful. He has a beautiful wife and family to which he's very dedicated. John's just a lot of fun. We both like to cook. When he was in Atlanta, he was commuting from Athens. We would can peaches and make Thai beef salad, and we just had a blast together.
John's a great dad. I think that's something people may not know. He's got 2 daughters. One's from China, who they adopted as a toddler. She's now 16. His older daughter's just graduated from college. John is the one that takes the kids to whatever soccer practice or ballet practice. He's going to be there to all of the sports events they're involved in. He's going to be there for all of their plays, not going to one of the plays. He's going to be there for every single one of them.
As the current president of NELA, it is wonderful to have someone like John Beasley be a member of the organization.
John, no one deserves this more than you. You are an amazing man, and I'm just so thrilled for you.
If there was ever a recipient that deserved it, it's you.
You are the complete lawyer as far as I'm concerned, and you are the complete advocate for the marginalized and the disenfranchised.
Thank you for all that you do for me, for NELA, for employees in Georgia, for employees nationwide.
Thank you for your service to NELA, Georgia, and congratulations.
I am really sorry I cannot be here today at the event as I'm out of the country, but I personally want to tell you, John Beasley, how much I appreciate you, how much we appreciate you. I want to say congratulations on being this year's Advocacy Award winner for 2019. You absolutely deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we salute John F. Beasley Jr.